Welcome to the second episode of Puck Practices. I'm Puck, and I'm about to practice, and you are very welcome to join me. As last time, I'm going to be playing 7 songs, the first 6 of which I don't know yet, so I don't know what's going to come up. I'm going to be randomly drawing them from this box. And the 7th one, I always do know this time too. It's going to be one of Mozart's famous melodies that I'm going to play a little improvisation on. I'm not going to be using the old standard notation, so something that used to look like this is instead going to look like this for me, which comes with quite a lot of advantages. One of them is that I can freely pick the key that I'm going to be playing in order to make it not so easy for me. I'm going to be using this bottle with little dice in there that tell me what keys to play the songs in. And I think that this is all you actually need to know. First song is going to be Duran, Ordinary World, song from the 80s, really nice band, in B major. Okay, so that should be... Okay. Came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the light, the TV and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What is happening to me? Oops, sorry. Crazy, some will say. Where is the life that I recognize? Come again, so I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I'll have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Really, really nice song. Let us do something and let's add the... maybe let's add like a little bass line. So I'm going to be picking a new key, and maybe with a fretless bass like this in B flat. So one semi tone below what I just did. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, and came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the light, the TV and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What is happening to me? Crazy, some will say. Where is the life that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. Oops, somehow I'll have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. That's one of the nice things about the notation, that you can... Basically, I'm just giving the root of the chords, and that fully suffices. And if you're like a fledgling bass player, that's what you're gonna play, basically just that note. And you can derive everything out from there. And yeah, that's like one of the things that I like, because you can basically also sit down. This is something that I sometimes do with like friends that are not quite as good at playing the piano yet. I just sit them down. I'm sitting on the right side, and they're sitting on the left side, and they're just playing these few notes. So let's just say like the first thing in C. Then I would be playing the chords. So my right hand is me, and my left hand is the friend. Sounds kind of weird. The left hand is the friend, whatever. Then they would just play these 3 notes. And then after a while, I could be saying, hey, how about you play it in octaves? Sounds fuller. And then I could be going, okay, now let's play it in G major maybe. And so you can like build up on these things without having to, you are going to explain new concepts and learn new things, but you don't have to like adjust the notation or anything. So, next song. Could be a Beethoven, I don't know. I think so. One of the piano sonatas maybe. In E flat. Okay. Oops. Again. Kind of slow. Let's try it once more. In A major. Okay. Oh. Okay, next one. This is a Mendelssohn from the characteristic pieces, the number 2, I think. Might be wrong. In D major. Okay. It's a nice one. This, sometimes maybe listen to the original versions. Like, obviously, I'm always only going to be playing, if it's a classical piece, the first page. And if you like something, just like give it a try, because obviously that's going to sound better than what I'm doing here. But if it's a pop song, then I'm always going to play the complete structure. This is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Antônio Carlos Jobim. He's, you might know him from The Girl from Ipanema. Oh, Jesus. This one. And it's actually a song of his that I prefer over that more widely known song in G major, okay? Let me just play it. It's how insensitive I must have seemed when she told me that she loved me. How unmoved and cold I see it still, all the heartbreak in her last look. What was I to do? What can you do when a love affair is over? What can you say? What can one do when a love affair is over? Okay, next one. Bach. This is from the Weltimate Piano, and I should know what it is. Let me just play it. In A flat. Okay. Oops. Try another key. Whoop. In E major, okay? Usually it gets easier the more you play it. Let me maybe try something. I think we can easily turn that, maybe just the first couple bars, into a version for the clarinet. And I think the lower bars can go to the fretless bass. Because that is also another nice thing about the notation, that you can like easily redistribute instruments. And here you would be kind of usually if we were to look at the original version, you're kind of stuck with the key, which would be kind of, I think the original one is like in C sharp major. It's in some kind of a sharp key, I think, which would be kind of deadly for the clarinet because you simply cannot play it as well. So we'd much rather go for the sharp key. So I'm going to be playing that in B flat, I think is fine. And also you would have to deal with the clarinet being a transposing instrument and so on. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Again, sorry. 1, 2, 3. And so on. So, if we practice a little, that could be a rather nice version distributed between a bass instrument. You could also use a second clarinet or something and turn it into something that isn't different from the original. Well, it is different from the original, but it's like more interesting because it gives you something new, whether you know the piece or not. How many do we have? Oh, this is the 6th piece now. Yeah, another Bach. This should be, I think, a violin partita piece. I'm not all that sure. In C sharp. Okay. Yeah, good. And the last one, the Mozart piece. It's what I selected is in German it's ein Mädchen oder Weibchen sucht Papageno sich. It's from the Magic Flute, from the Zauberflöte, and it's one of my favorite arias from that thing. What we can turn it into. I'm gonna be playing in C. It's kind of boring. Let's go for A flat instead. Or no, I'm gonna start in C and I'm gonna end up in A flat. Kind of like with the Alla Turca, which that also starts in C and ends in A flat. In A major. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I've prepared nothing, but should be able to coax something out of that. Okay. I wanted to start in C. So, C. Now we're finally in C. was it. It's alright. I mean, it's like, not everything has to sound great. I was like, when I was improvising, I was kind of like, not really running out of ideas, but I think that this is also something that needs to be more part of a practice routine when it comes to music. Just like trying things, failing, finding something that works, sticking with it, discarding it again after a while. Okay, so that was today's episode. Always, if you have questions, just write them in the comments. I'm going to be answering them in the next episode. Next episode is going to be next week on Thursday as well. Oh yeah, if you want to have access to this little thing, the archive that I have, I think it's around about 1,000 pages now. You can subscribe on my webpage, which is hapak.com. You click on the little heart-shaped symbol, you give me a dime or two, and then you have access to like my music archive and also all of these things that I'm playing from. And yeah, I would very much like that, obviously. So, see you then next week.